and welcome back to my channel. My name is Hannah and this is my second haul of the year. This is my second quarter haul. Now, if you caught the first one, you will know that between the months of January and March, I spent over £200 or £224.88 to be precise on new books. And I'm hoping that I've done slightly better in the second haul in that I've not bought as much or not spent as much. But it's doubtful. Looking at the stack in front of me, it is doubtful. I own a bookshop, so I do get stuff in at discounted prices. I've also bought a lot of my special editions second hand this time. And I'm going to wrap up at the end of the year the books that I've bought this year that I have then read. For now, this is just me bringing them onto my shelves. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start my counter at £224 and 88 pence and add on from there and then give you a round number at the end as to how much I've spent, not just this quarter but in total this year, because I am fully prepared to be transparent and open about this. So let's start with some special editions. The first special edition that I want to talk about is the Raven Scholar. This one I bought second hand via someone on Becca's Discord. I think they're actually on both Becca and Beth's Discord. I may be confusing them with somebody else because they are also on two Discords. Apologies if that is the case, but I bought the Raven Scholar because I've heard so many things about this. Now, when it first came out, I had little to no interest in it at all. It is only as it's really kind of picked up and been talked about by other people that it has grown in intrigue for me. I thought this was going to be like a Magic Dark Academia whimsical type thing, and apparently it's far more murder mystery but with fantasy elements vibes. I've heard it compared to A Deadly Education, which I'm very here for. But obviously, being a sprayed edge, this is an Illumicrate special edition. It has gorgeous artwork on the inside. It has gorgeous artwork on the outside. So I am kind of hoping that I will really like this one because it feels like a really nice book to keep on my shelves. Again, I have high expectations because it is Hodderscape, and Hodderscape are just one of my auto-buy publishers. There are very few books from Hodderscape that I don't like, and what I especially like from Hodderscape is fantasy mysteries or fantasies with a mystery element. So really excited to get to this one. It is chunky, it is a bit girly, but I'm really here for it. And I actually only spent £25 on this because she hadn't read it, or she hadn't like played around with it, I guess. It was like pretty much brand new, and I only had to worry about covering that, and then she covered the postage. So this was £25 straight out of the box, essentially. Every time I film in this room, the sun goes in. I don't know why. I don't know why it hates me, but we've done it again. Look how immediately gruesome and dark academia that became. I mean, I'm here for it, but it's not the lighting that we started with. It's thinking about coming back though. This is the other special edition that I bought secondhand through Discord. Cannot remember which way round it was. I can only apologise, but thank you to you both for selling these to me. Again, this is another one that I was intrigued by, but I was not part of the Illumicrate box. I only get the Evernight box, but this just had swashbuckling LGBT vibes to it, so it was really hyped to get to it. But the idea of it being a really pretty sprayed edge, again, having the artwork on the inside, having the artwork on the outside, and also this one having a reverse dust jacket as well, I was very excited for. It just looks really pretty. The blonde is giving Lestat. If he doesn't give Lestat in, that's fine. He just suddenly won't be blonde in my head anymore. But the blonde on this cover is very much giving Lestat. And if you know, you know. So, again, another £25 for this one, another one where I did actually have to pay the postage for this one, but I don't know if it's worth including the postage because it was like £4. So yes, another £25. We're off to a really strong start with my spending, in that I am spending. Not ideal, but we keep going. This one technically arrived as a box for me but again, through Discord, someone didn't want this copy, so they just changed their address and had it sent to me instead. So again, came to about £25. We have Deathbringer. I know very, very little about this other than, again, it has those kind of like gothic, dark academia vibes. People that have read it have really enjoyed it, but again, it's a bit of a mixed bag. This is a fairy loot edition, so again, has a really interesting sprayed edge to it. Has very, very fairy loot-esque artwork on the inside, and again, very kind of like gothic artwork on the outside. And this one also comes with a reverse dust jacket. This is the one that I'm probably the most nervous about of my special editions, and maybe the one that doesn't stay, because I feel like this is going to be more romance than it is going to be dark academia. Not that that is a problem, I'm just not convinced I'm going to love this one as much. But from the description, I feel like I am going to like it. Forbidden love, murderers, magic. They were all things that I like. So I'm either going to really, really love this one or I'm going to hate it. But that's fine, because then I will also unhaul it. I won't have to keep it. I can sell it on, maybe claw some of that money back, if you know what I mean. So the last of the hardback special editions that I got was Japanese Gothic by Kylie Lee Baker. Really, really excited to get to this one, purely because I adored Bat Eater by the same author. And I've heard that this is a split timeline. A guy has maybe gotten away with murder, but he's not entirely sure. Split with hauntings and creepy gothic samurai type stuff going on historically and potentially presently as well. Really, really love the kind of like torn between poppies and blood type sprayed edge. Really, really like that. Again, we've got spooky end pages and even spookier designs on the hardback. No reverse jacket this time. Evernight doesn't seem to ever get a reverse jacket. It always seems to be just the other boxes that do. Querying, especially considering these cost me the same amount. This was also £25 with postage or there or thereabouts. So we currently have £100 that I have spent, and that's only 4 books. She's doing really well. She's doing really well. Let's move on to my standard hardbacks. Now, I read the first in this duology earlier this year, so immediately went out and bought myself To Catch a Razor by Veronica Roth. The first one is When Amongst Crows. Really, really good. Really, really good. Short novella. Really fantasy. Really whimsy. A journey to find Baba Yaga. Really, really here for it. Really excited to get to the second one. How many more times can a girl say really? Here for it, very, very excited. It is a short read. It retails for £12.99. I spent £7 on it. So it was cheaper through my business than it would have been buying a standard hardback, and I needed it. And actually I was really proud of myself, because I think I bought this one in April, and it was maybe one of 2 books that I bought in April, and I was like really hyping myself up that I wasn't buying that many books. And then this happened, but it's fine. She's here. We're excited. I also bought another Tea Kingfisher, because I cannot resist a Tea Kingfisher. When a Tea Kingfisher is there to be bought, she buys it. Another really, really cute little read. I'm hoping this is under 100 pages. Oh, it's not. It's 148 pages. That's really annoying, because I have a reading club where the prompt for the next month is to read a book under 100 pages. And I feel like this would have worked really well as an excuse to read it as soon as. But it's fine. This, I have no idea about it. I have no idea about it. I just know it's Tea Kingfisher, it's fantasy, it's silly, and I'm going to have a great time with it. So she's in. She's on my shelf. I actually already read What Stalks the Deep, but I borrowed a copy from the library and kind of read it as an audiobook at the same time. So this was just because I needed the full set on my shelves. I already had What Moves the Dead and What Feasts at Night. What Stalks the Deep is the third in this trilogy. I really liked it. I didn't like it as much as I liked the first 2, but I like it enough that I know I will reread it. I will probably reread all of them. I'll keep it whimsy, I'll keep it fantasy, I'll probably save it for Halloween. I just love Tea Kingfisher, and having them as hardbacks as well. I'm just more excited about the fact that my Tea Kingfisher collection is shifting into hardback territory, because there is just something about having hardbacks on my shelves. They just look great. I feel a lot less worried about breaking them than I do with paperbacks. They seem to just be hardier than, well, because they're hardbacks, obviously. I'm talking about, but do you know what I mean? Like, I'm just here for it. So needed this on my shelf, needed to complete the set. She's done that. She's very happy about it. This, again, was about £7 as opposed to the full $14.99 that I think it retails for. And then the last hardback that I bought was I Who Have Never Known Men. Now, again, I have actually read this hard copy. I borrowed my friend Amy's paperback because we were talking about books that we really, really liked. I lent her Rizzio. She lent me I Who Have Never Known Men, the paperback. And I adored it. Like, I genuinely, when I was doing my BookTube Champions and I kept seeing it come up, I was like, what is this book? What is this thing? It's going to be like literary. It's going to be really highbrow. I'm not going to like it. I will ignore it, but like, good for it that it's found this challenge, like found this audience. Then discovered that actually it came out in the 90s and this is a re-release that is suddenly taking the world by storm, which I'm really, really here for. Gave it a go purely because Amy was like, try it, just try it and see. And I, as you know, I am very hit or miss with books recommended to me by my colleagues or by friends because they don't see all of this. This chaos is reserved for you exclusively. I try to keep my real life world as book free as possible. Now, it's not possible. Of course it's not possible. I'm a very intense human being. That's clear from the content that you've watched. You know this. That's not a surprise. So I can't always keep it as quiet as I'd like to keep it, but I do my best. Every now and then though, someone will try and recommend me a book and it'll be pants and I have to be nice about it. And then Amy comes along and she recommends me this absolute banger and I send her so many memes about it and I'm texting her throughout and I am hounding her. And now I'm insisting that she be my best friend because she has to recommend me more books when she finds ones like this, because this is top tier, loved it, so sad, so dystopic, so depressing, no happy ending, made me cry, immediate 5 stars. And if it's 5 stars and not on my shelf, what am I doing? What am I doing? So this one cost me £10.19 because of the way the discount worked. So pleased to have this on my shelf because I'm going to recommend this at any God-given opportunity. Be prepared for this to become my entire personality. I only have one paperback special edition, and that is because I bought 2 at the same time from Waterstones. So I bought, it was like 2 for buy one get one half price. So the first one was a full $8.99 and the second one was $4.99 or $4.95, something like that. I will do the math. I will leave it down here. The special edition that I got is The Knight and the Moth by Rachel Gillig. Now, I was tempted because I had seen some hardback editions of this. I was not convinced I was going to love it, but I was also a little too tempted to try. So when I saw that it had pretty sprayed edges, and I love a paperback with sprayed edges, I don't know why we don't spend more time spraying paperback edges, because actually I feel like they're the ones that need the care more than the hard. Personal opinion, personal preference. Know nothing about this. I've just seen it everywhere. And it just kind of like through saturation, I thought, I don't have many fantasy romances left on my shelves, mainly because I'm not reading them or picking them up. But I do love a knight. I do love a medieval style fantasy. I do love a sprayed edge. Sometimes that's all it takes. So this one was $10.99. So I think this is the one that I got for $5.49 as the half price one. And then the other one that I bought, which is not a special edition, is the Coterie of Liars or Coterie of Liars. I know nothing about this. This was a complete cover buy. It is by Electric Monkey, which was also a factor in me buying this. So intrigued. So very, very intrigued. It's giving kind of like, well, you've got a group of kids, you've got them in this mansion, maybe it's going to be a Saltburn type vibe, but maybe less weird, maybe it's going to be more witchy. I just feel like it's going to be dark academia, spooky, but like neon academia. The neon, mainly from the cover, it's just the vibe that I get, but I feel like as a really fun, quick thriller read, could be a really good time. I'm hedging my bets that it is going to be a good time. And then this wasn't meant to be like a special edition. I just ordered this as part of the Patreon pick and it came with a yellow sprayed edge. But I have One Yellow Eye by Lee Radford, which is a new purchase for me. Normally, Patreon picks are not new books to me. They are already on my shelf, already ones that I'm intrigued by. But every now and then a new release catches my eye and I need to treat myself. But this time my patrons came in clutch because they were like, yes, let's treat ourselves. And the theme they ended up picking did end up being a book that I could purchase for myself. This is about a woman whose husband is essentially becoming a zombie and she's trying to stop him from becoming a zombie, but also I feel like this is going to be a lot about grief and letting people go, and it's going to be depressing and gothic in the best possible way. So really excited for that, really excited. It's got a bright yellow sprayed edge. Don't know what it is about the combo of yellow and pink as like a modern gothic. I know that obviously in the original Georgian era when gothics were becoming a thing, it was bright yellow meant foreign. Like if a book was printed abroad and then brought to the UK, it was printed on yellow, which is why the original Dracula and the original Castle of Otranto are in bright yellow. It's the idea that, oh, this is foreign, this is exciting, this is new. And that was kind of weird and scary anyway. And then we've kind of like neonified it for a modern audience using bright yellow and pink, because Plain Bad Heroines did it. And I'm trying to think of another one that I've seen where it's like that bright yellow, bright pink combo. When I see this combo, I know that I'm in for a good time, is the TLDR of that. I was gifted, so it cost me nothing, The Devils by Joe Abercrombie. Now, I have tried Joe Abercrombie before and not really vibed with his writing. But my friend Rob, who is also currently DMing an RPG that I'm currently playing, is obsessed. Like, Joe Abercrombie is one of his favourite authors. He keeps banging on about him. So when he went to go and visit Joe Abercrombie and buy himself the hardback and get it signed, he also got his paperback signed for me, which is just the nicest gesture. Like, if someone gets a book signed for you when they're at a book signing, that's just lovely. Like, that's so, so nice. So I am going to give Joe Abercrombie another go, and I am going to give time to The Devils. Don't know anything about it. I know that it's meant to be very kind of like Renaissance, like not mythology, like biblical allusions, religious imagery type energy. But that's it. That's all I've got. I don't know what the story is. I don't know what the levels of fantasy are going to be. I'm going in with no expectations, no previous thoughts other than Rob gifted this to me and I'm going to give it the time of day. So thank you, Rob. Really, really appreciate it. The biggest book that I've bought myself is actually the one that I've already read. So I have finished Rivals at time of filming. So this is on my... I've read it. We're done. I'm actually having to like squidge this back down so that I don't like crack the spine. But Rivals is book 2 in the Jilly Cooper Rutshire Chronicles, which follows this man here. Immediately follows Rupert Campbell-Black from Riders, which is the first one. And I'm really, really excited because book 3 is Polo, and I'm pretty sure there are hints to that in the Rivals TV show. Or at the very least, season 2 trailer has Polo in it. Now, I have not got to the Rivals TV show yet. I wanted to finish this first. I have watched season 1. I was waiting for season 2 because I wanted to read book 2 first. Now I'm going to get to it. And now I'm just going to hope that stuff of book 3 isn't spoiled for me. Fingers crossed. An author by author that I am currently stacking up and have not read since I picked up their original Darkwood trilogy is Gabby Hutchinson Crouch. Now, I did have in stock for Waypoint the first one, which was Cursed Under London, but I did not have the second one. And the second one is now out as a paperback, so I bought both. Now, just to say, bought this one from Tesco's, $4.99, bought these for $4.95 each, and put the other one back in stock because I hadn't read it, I hadn't touched it, it had just been sitting on my shelf. So replaced it. So I'm only counting this one, which is $4.95, in my total because I technically already owned this one, but I owned it as a hardback, and the hardback is worth more than the paperback is. And I think the hardback will sell, so I'm not too worried about putting that stock back. These, however, are going on my shelves, so I'm gonna count that difference essentially because the hardback would have cost me £10, not $4.95, which is what this one would have cost me. So we're breaking even on that one. I'm just counting the cost for this one, but I'm very, very excited for these. This is, again, magical retelling, alternative universe, spooky times. That's all I know. That's all I need to know. And I just hope I get an excuse to read them soon, because I love Gabby Hutchinson-Kraut's writing, and I've got this and her Ghost series that I still need to get to. So fingers crossed I love it. And then at some point during the quarter, it was comic book day, and there is a comic book store in my town that I have never visited before because I don't trust myself not to go in there and not spend money. And I was right to be concerned, because I bought 2 because it meant that I got a few freebies. Now, the freebies I have read and donated to my school, but I have Poison Ivy, The Virtuous Cycle, and Poison Ivy, Unethical Consumption, which is volume 1 and volume 2 of a Poison Ivy series. This one was £15, this one was £17, and as you can see from the covers, is a romance between Ivy and Harlequin, which I'm very, very here for. Yes? Hello? I know. Did you not know where I was? I wasn't here the whole time. Okay. I am going to wrap this up real quick because my son is hungry. That's why he's yelling at me. But just know that I'm really, really excited to get to these 2, even though in my series wrap up, I said that I haven't touched graphic novels in ages. Why not start a new series, and why not make it graphic novels? Why not do that to myself in 2026? That's what we're here for. If you just want to let me know, I'm really going to wrap this up quick because he is going to be needy and I will forget to do this otherwise. If you just want to let me know you're here, feel free to leave a plant emoji in the comments down below. Let me know which of these you think I should start at. Try to ignore the changing light because it's winding me up. Treat yourself to something from Waypoint Books because it supports me in my content. Check out the links down below because I've got a Patreon now. And most importantly, have a nice day. Yes, I'm coming. I'm sorry. I'm coming. Have a nice day.